Today's video, we're going to do our best to add a new part of our city, expand it large. We're going to add another industry somewhere over here, and we're going to try to make our warehouse have a lot more ways to import goods and not have to slow up on a giant pathway. Okay? If you want to see that and more, well, you might want to stick around for the next part. See you soon. Everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sweet Transit. I want to go out here today and do another hour for you. I know it's kind of a long episode, and some people are used to more 30-minute more segments from me, but hey, I want to make sure I show the game as long as we possibly can and hopefully influence more people to finally maybe either pull the trigger and go over and buy the game, or at least wish list it and do what they want to do. Full disclosure, as always, I did get the key for free from the developers, and as always, I will do my absolute best to be objective about it. I am a train head, as you all know, so there's all that. Now, we're going to go in today, and we're going to do our absolute best to continue the next hour. I'm going to pound out as hard as I can for the first like 45, 50 minutes, as much gameplay as possible. I'm not going to be perfect. I just want to set expectations. Now, there you go. You don't have to see my giant face like this. I just want to make sure I was in there really quickly. And we're going to go out there and do a couple more industries. We're going to try to get this towns, plural, bigger, and do the little objectives on the left side up here. Now, if you're like wondering why, because the game directs you that way. Unlocks are your main thing. Your next thing is problems, and it's really good to look at. Now, as always, when people come back, thank you very, very much for doing so. One of the nicest things you can do for a content creator or a YouTuber or a Twitch guy or whatever is hit this follow button. After that, it's totally up to you what you want to do. No problem. I'm just putting these videos out as much as I can, and when the game fully releases, I have a couple other things planned on Thursday. Today is real life for me. Monday, we got about 3 days left, and I'll just keep pumping them out as much as I can, because why not? I mean, this is the kind of stuff, I haven't made a secret of it. This is the kind of things that makes little channels big channels, and I hopefully by having no ego about it and just having some fun and showing my love for train games, some of you will enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to shrink my face down so you don't have to see all this, because, you know, right? Let me see here. I'm not the most best. I am not the most best. I am not the best at YouTubing. I do not know where to put my camera during this game. There's a lot of stuff down here, here. No matter what, there's stuff. So I'm always in the way. I think being up here isn't too bad. It won't block too much, okay? So let's go in. The one thing I got to do is from last time, I was going to go into new unlocks. We're trying to do fish per minute. It's going to be 100. Produce cut stone and reach population of laborers 1,800. We can do that, but I want to look at some of the problems first. It says not enough workers, which is true. This coal mine, no matter what I do, I think Avenger in the first or second video said, hey, you should try to link it. And I did try to do that. I took the station. I clicked right here. Connected to the coal mine. Stations can only transfer goods and people between trains and connected structures. A station will always try to connect to an adjacent structure. To change connection, left mouse button on the UI, then left click on desired building. I've done this multiple times. It refuses in any way, shape, or form to accept that connection. And I think it actually breaks the connection behind it. So we'll go back to the one we were there. There you go. I think we have to have another station back there to do that. I'm going to test an additional way to make this work is have a station back here and have it called Coal Mine 2, and then maybe we can use the same line and have people go between the two. That's all I can really do, okay? Number 2, there's no storage and range for our fish, so let's build the storage real quick. It's not hard. It does. Please make sure you pay attention to the down below here. Please make sure you pay attention to the upkeep cost. The build cost isn't too bad. It's a one-time thing. It's $100 though, in terms of what do you call it? Actually, if I put this up here, boom, I put that right there, we're going to be able to supply all of them, all 4 fish places with, what does that say? Service increases happiness. Okay, I'm not sure. Service increases happiness. Market service. Okay, so I read that wrong. Let's see here. Over here, there's a market. Where is it? Right here? Yeah, so if we put a market down over here and tie it in, like if I go like this, connect this road, and then use that as an adjacent market. Skadoosh, there we go. And I know a lot of you might be concerned, like, he's pumping these videos out as quick as he can. You're right, I absolutely am, because I love these subjects. I mean, I've been playing workers and resources on the channel every other day for like a month, almost 2 months, because I love the train content. There's not a lot of it. There's a lot of great games that come out, but there's not a lot of train games. So, yeah, and I talk with my hands, I'm sorry. So that's there. That's all taken care of. Not enough workers is still up here. Efficiency below 100% on this coal mine. It's both these message correspond to this mine, so that should be okay. Now, the next thing I want to do, I have been taking a look. This is a mess. This is a goddamn mess. I don't like this mess. I don't like it in any way, shape, or form. I think it's poorly designed, but I did it to make sure it can work. I don't know if that's a good excuse. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect, I'm going to, I'm going to try to get the workers up here. I'm going to try to do what I can to increase this. I'm going to put another station back here and bring the town both sides of this so they have either side of this place to go. I don't know how far down we can go from the station down this road. It looks like we can go pretty far, so we're going to expand some more people. I'll actually let the game run. I'm going to stop trying to do all these pausing. I pause a little too much. I know that's a weakness of mine. I have no choice about it because I love pausing. It lets me think about things. I used to play games that were turn-based, and it was a lot easier. Let's go here. Skadoosh. Okay. This one cannot, no station in range. Okay, that's good. I want to see, can I do a station in range? I can go there. Actually, no, not there. I'm sorry. That's not a station. Let's go to a station right here. Where did I put it? There it is. Station in range. You can put the station anywhere here. It has a line here, so if I put the station down here and make like an offshoot, we should enable it to connect all of this stuff. Like the station has that. You can see the block if you look with the black amounts. And the station up here is right there. I'm not really sure how this is working. I think it's the village hall is helping extend the range. I don't 100% know. It doesn't matter. Okay, produce cut stone. We're already producing that. The one thing I have to make sure of with this, I think I have to move the stone out of here. Yeah, there's 200 stone there, so let's go do that real quick. Control R. We're going to go to new route. Hold that one. We're going to call this... You know, if we actually moved it where the new... You know what? I'm going to leave this. I'm going to delete this line for a reason. Now, you got to do this yourself a lot. You really should. It's really good. If you're making a plan and the plan has a better result from just maybe changing 1 or 2 features of it to make it a lot better long term. Like we know this area is over congested. We all know it. And I have a one-way in, one-way out for the area over here. I could put a station right here, connect it to this with roads, and I believe that we can haul it down this way. What I'm just going to do for now is let this go up this way. I want to make sure we start moving stone out because we're wasting stone as we go in here. So we're going to go back to that thing, press this. We're going to call this stone. No. Cut stone. Okay, cut stone from MC to where. That's all we're going to call it. We're going to go Control T. Actually, sorry, no. We'll go from the motorcycle club and then we'll go down to the warehouse. Go there however you can. We're going to go load. We're going to go until done is something that was added in, I think, yesterday. I'm not really sure how it works, but I will. You can add multiple wait conditions, and please remember, you can add multiple wait conditions, and you should. The way it works is if you have two conditions, whichever one is reached first, it goes great. Get out of here. So if you do, I want 0% cargo or 20 seconds, whichever happens first. If your engine has a bunch of resources on it and your warehouse is full, it'll stop and say, no, can't do it. But it'll still wait the 20 seconds, and then at the end of 20 seconds, it'll get out of here. So that you can kind of jigger with it a little bit. So we're going to go until time passed 20 seconds, and then we're going to go until full cargo. If any of these conditions are hit, the train will move forward. At the warehouse 1, it's going to go to unload. It's going to go until done. We're also going to put for empty cargo, and then we're going to put 20 seconds. Whichever condition happens first, I'm going to put the time pass at the end just to make sure it goes until done. I don't know what that means, but it keeps putting itself in every single one. So I'm assuming it's probably useful. I could be wrong. And we're going to assign a train to it with Control T. Now we will have access very shortly to the ST20, but for now we're going to use an ST10. We're going to use a flatbed car. We're going to use a preset name. This one's going to be 3 flatbeds. Okay. We're going to assign it to cut stone from MC to where, and we're going to build it, let it go, and you'll see it pop right out. It's going to go where it can. It probably has to loop back around. Yep, he's going to go up there. Now, while we're waiting for him, there is some other things that are going on. The sawmill here, if you click on the sawmill here versus sawmill, actually, I'm thinking the coal mine, I'm sorry. The sawmill is not really doing terribly, but it's not keeping up with what we need. It keeps saying we have too little. So we need another sawmill, but we need the sawmill to not be in the way. So here's my thought. we could easily run. We're probably going to go up that way sometime soon. Where do we have more space? Where do we have where we can go down to this and use the existing rail in a good way? And I think right here is a good spot for it. If we put a rail line right here, or at least an offshoot, we could put the lumber mill right there and put this forest up into here. It hugs right here on this little coast, and all that lumber, the train will come in, it'll go back out and go this way through this depot, or we could have the train line go from in here and then go straight out over here and cross this, because this isn't bad to be crossed. It's not going to have heavy traffic, and eventually we can actually put over a stone bridge and do it that way if we want to. As we get more cut stone, it won't be that terrible. I'm trying to keep some of this from getting crazy later on without slowing down too much. We played this on stream again today, and my God, we had at one point 32 engines on a map probably a little bigger than this. Now that's not bad until you realize everything has to start. We had trains coming down the path here that were getting caught here because a train was sitting across waiting to go this way, and it was just too much. So trying to keep the amount of trains low but not overwhelming your network is a big thing you have to worry about. And having another town here as well as here was originally in the plan, so maybe I shouldn't put it there, because we can have it where a train engine goes up this way and maybe another one goes here. I don't really know. I'm trying to figure out a good one in my head. That's potatoes. Right here wouldn't be bad. Maybe have it, yeah, maybe go like this, but then we're going to really go far over this way. I like the idea of going this way, actually. We're going to do that. We're just going to build it, because right now we have way too few rail things. Not rail things. I'm sorry, lumber mills. I can speak. I'm having a lot of fun with this, but I'm really tired. I did a bunch of streaming for 4 days in a row. I always do it every week, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I took off Thursday this week and really screwed myself over by taking off that day. And I feel like it's Sunday, and it's not. It's Monday morning. So here's a sawmill. So we're going to put down, you can actually copy. If you want to make your life a lot easier, I'm going to show you a trick. And then I'm going to put a lot of these tricks into a special little video before we go live. But what you can do is say, see this sawmill? We don't need this big of a sawmill. It's okay. But we could use this right here. Now, the blueprint key right here, this key right here, is blueprint mode. Don't fear blueprint mode. Press it, whatever, love it, live it, and go like this. Now, it will not, I'm going to purposely go over the quarry, the entire thing. But it doesn't copy the entire quarry. All it does is copy the station. Then we're going to take that station, we're going to go over here. We're going to flip it with the E key, E or Q. Your choice, which one you want to do. We'll flip it the opposite way. Q makes it go counterclockwise. E makes it go clockwise. Pretty simple to understand. Now, we don't have to do it like this. We can go up here and we can move it, but I'm going to go like this right now. Now, I'm okay with this being here. If I want to change, I wish there was a way to save the blueprint and dump it down here. I don't know about that yet. Replicator, press Control C and Control V to paste it, but there's no way to save it as far as I'm aware. I do believe they are going to try to bring this into the workshop. So we're just going to go like this. We're going to go like that. Now the whole station is there. It's called Station 6. We're going to rename this right off the bat because I'm going to forget if not. Sawmill 2. Now, there's no sawmill there. Good. Very, very astute of you. Good. Let's go to the next part of it. Here's a sawmill. Boop. Put the sawmill here. Then we're going to put in some storages. And you can click and drag. There you go. There's 8. And then we're going to go behind it. There is some water back here. I don't think this water matters that much. But just in case it does, I'm going to make the station kind of like this. And you can always change this later on. So it doesn't actually matter. So I'm just going to go like this and not care about it too much. Like you. So that's 103. There you go. You can actually drag bigger than you can make, and it'll autofill what it thinks is correct. So now we got another station. I'm going to go over, and I am paused while I'm doing this. I don't think it matters too much to allow a few pausings to happen. What the hell's going on there? That goes there. Now we want to make sure this guy comes in. There has to be a way in and out for this guy. That's very easy. So I'm going to tie him back in, but I'm not going to go right over to the rail like that. I think that's kind of foolish. We're going to try to go past this intersection here. That way, when they come down, they're not trying to... This intersection might be built up. They're going down the road, and they're going to help out a little bit. And we might be able to dump another industry right here. So, for planning, as always, like, see, there you go. At the very bottom here, we're tying it in. The game intelligently goes, I think it looks pretty good that way. Me too. And we're going to remember, always tie in with chains. Chains are always your friend. Chains always in, never out. You know how it works. It's good. Now we're going to go up here again. I figured out how this worked yesterday. Some of you are going to like this. Some of you don't care. Some of you are like, yes, teach me. Yes. Okay. So you grab the signal, and what you do is you put it roughly where you want to put it on the side of the rail, and you hold down left mouse button. And if you pull it back, like if you want to go down here, you're making the spacing between the first signal and the second signal. And then it automatically propagates all the way down the line until it hits another signal on the line. Everything else, it leaves alone. But if on this line we just made, as you all saw, you know now exactly how to make the spacing. If you want the spacing tight, you can drag it back. If you want to make it bigger, you can drag it up here. I'm going to drag it right up to this part right here at the bottom, and the reason is, right next to it is the station. All right? The station will not need to be as big as the other one I have is, but I'm going to probably pull it, I think I leave like this. I think that's fine. And we could put another line in here. It would not be the end of the world, but I think it's okay. We don't really need it because we're going to bypass this station with another line right now in case people are on this line and they don't want to be here. Now, there shouldn't be any way doing that anyway, but if when they come down here, they're going to get notified if there's a train anywhere here. So there might be a point where a train goes, hey, this is backed up. Let's use this shunt or siding to go over this way. I said shunt, S-H-U-N-T, shunt. It's a thing. It's a shunt. Not that other word you're thinking. Get your mind out of the gutter, geez. All right, now, we're going to go to the side. We're going to go like this. Nope, I'm wrong. I'm going to back up even one more. Go like this. Like that's fine. And then here, go like this. Now this lets me build the station bigger if I want later on. I'm choosing not to. That should be fine. And you can copy these too. Like we can copy this entire thing and just make the whole thing a copy. And we're going to make that a little bit later on. And you do have some in here you can copy yourself. There's a T section. There's a cross section. There's a siding, which is very nicely set up. That way you don't have to worry about it too much. You can do whatever you want. But it's not the end of the world to make your own and then copy it. Unfortunately, you're going to have to, I think for what's going on right now until the developer adds it in, I don't think you can share your blueprints between your save and your next save. I hope that's going to change. The developer seems... by the way, this is made by one developer. I was like, what? I saw Team 17 on it. I'm like, oh yeah, there's all kinds of people making this game. No, there's one guy. Or girl. I think it's a guy. And I'm like, what? Yeah, one. Look at the game, look at the videos, look at the other material produced and say, like, collectively with me. Seriously? Yeah, seriously. I'm a little shocked at that one, but then again, Captain Ministry did the same thing recently, where they had one developer, or maybe I think it was a developer and one friend, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Some of these most amazing games I've seen developed in the last couple of years are popped out by 1 or 2 man teams. Yeah, look at Manor Lords. Okay, I'm going to push this in too. I'm going to let that one not be that way. I'm going to back up. And if you want to do this, all you do is one piece off. You drag out gently. You go down here. And I'm going to let this one go like this. Now that looks pretty good. But we're going to set the siding the correct way. Now this, unfortunately, is not where it should be. It should be a chain in. And then here, 1, 2, and 3. And on the other side, at the other end of the station, no, that should not be that. It should be a... I gotta see, is there a shortcut for these? I hope the developer, I don't think he's gonna watch my videos, that's fine. But remove rail signals. I really would love to find out if there's a way to have a shortcut key on the keyboard. I can just go, oh, I messed up, F2, that kind of stuff, and then be able to move things around. Just a thought. You could probably assign that though. So we're gonna go, remember, out, or into a messed up intersection requires chains. Out of it does not, so that one's gonna count. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to remove that one and just snug it back. Remember, snug it. Snug it. There you go. All those should be fine. I don't have here. I actually can do this if I try. Let me move this one back because I'm already doing the work. I might as well get the benefit out of it. We're going to put the bridge over like that. And then we're going to put another thing like that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With the longer trains, I found out bigger trains have a little bit extra length on them. The current train you get is 1.2 spaces for the length of the train itself for the engine. The next engine is 1.3. And I think it just progressively gets worse. So having long-term bigger stations, I don't think is going to hurt you. So that's all set up. That's all set up. So what we're going to do right off the bat, that's Sawmill 2. We're going to go here to Control R. We're going to go to a new route. Right. Oops. Right there. And we're going to call this one Sawmill 2. Actually, no. I'm glad I remember that. MC to Sawmill 2. We'll then go from the MC, because we only have one city right now. Sorry, I'm not sure if my mic is actually right or not tonight. And then we'll go to the next one is Sawmill 2. And we'll do swap workers on both. Control T. We're going to go to the next one. We're going to call this the passenger train. I'm going to read, no, that's one passenger. That's fine. Let's see. MC to Sawmill 2. That's fine. And build and go. Now, while he's moving, I'm going to unpause. I'm sorry, I keep pausing. This is a weakness of mine. I'm going to make another route. We're going to call this Sawmill 2 to warehouse. I'm going to call where H, like that. So there you go. If we go from Sawmill 2, that's why I name these things very, very common things. I've seen people go call the first one like, you know, the lumberjack hut. The third one is like Paul Bunyan's house. The fifth one is like, you know, my uncle buddy's shack out back. And then they go, what one is what? And it's just a nightmare. And I'm like, don't make your life easy. Don't do that to yourself. Just don't. Just don't. Load Sawmill. We're going to go for wait for full cargo. Or wait for time passed. The next one is going to unload at the warehouse until done, for empty cargo, or until time is passed. And you can change the time if you like. If you're like, oh, I want the time to change, click on it. You can move it all the way up to 60 seconds. I think 20 is pretty good. I leave it right where it is. Change it around. Control T. I'm going to put a bigger train on this one. I'm going to put a 3 flatbed on it. I kind of want to make a bigger one. I'm going to make a new preset. Yeah, I don't like this at all. New preset. We're going to call this 4 flatbed. I know, very quick. 4 flatbed first gen engine. ENG. I would put ENG if I could. I can't fit it in anymore. So there you go. We're going to go into... Actually, we do have access now to the bigger train because we've produced the cut stone. So while we were talking, that engine continuously threw cut stone back to the warehouse. You can see it up there. There's 400. So we're going to take the bigger engine. You can see the differences right here. My face is not in the way. I'm making sure of that. The ST10 is length 8.6 meters. Length in tiles is 1.2. The ST20 is 9.1 meters, 1.3 length in tiles for the front of the engine. Okay? So take that into account when you go, how big are my stations? If you have these really little perfect little fittings, it'll be great until you run into that problem. So we're going to go for the ST20, because remember, this is a very long distance for this engine to run. So we're going to go for the ST20. We're going to give it a coal tender. We're going to give it 4 flat wagons, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to let it, this is cargo cut stone. We're going to go, oh, it's on the MC. We're going to go to Sawmill 2, to the warehouse. I heard there's a way. I don't think this will be a problem. Load available. Yep. And build it and go. I'll see you later. Now, I told you down here, you can see all the stuff that we can haul. I'm hoping there's going to be more in the future. I would love to see oil, even though it's only trains moving it. I'd love to see chemicals. I'd love to see fertilizer. I'd love to see agricultural products. I mean, we've already got potatoes and we've got wheat and we've got bread and all that kind of stuff. I always want to see more. I mean, every game I play, of course, you want to see DLCs, and I'm hoping some of you do too. And one of the best ways to do it is what I say a lot on my channel, and I'm hoping I will influence you. I hate to use that word so much. Not to write one for this game. I'm asking you, like I always ask, please, if you like the indie game sphere, and there's a lot of games, there's over 10,000 games released last year. I can even show you the graphic if you really want. 10,000 games were just released on Steam. Now, a lot of them, of course, fall into DLCs. A lot of them fall into shovelware and asset flips and blah, 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 blah. But there are a lot of little gems that live and die by your review. I'm asking you just politely, whatever game you want, pick a game you already own, go to your library. If it has more than 10 hours played, hopefully, go write a nice review. I won't tell you what to say or what game to do it for, but those little reviews make a ginormous difference. When thousands of people go in there and all they see is 10 bad reviews and 1 good one, they skip the game dies. Whatever. That happens for a lot of games way too often. Please, if you like what I do and you want to pay me back in some kind of cosmic way, great. Write a review for a game you like. It'll help out. AAAs don't need your help. Indies do. Thank you. I'll get off my soapbox now. Back to the game. Now, I think I'm going to build one more of these while we're sitting here. That's 2 of them. Yes, there's 2. Cannot build train blocking path. Now, I want to make sure this one coming out. It didn't? Did it not work? Did it go right here? Yeah, it did. So this one here, the sawmill here, I try to do this. I think I jumped the gun. He's going to load up with, hey. Load at sawmill 2. He didn't load. I didn't put the thing on the other side. That's sawmill 1. That's sawmill 1. I made a mistake. No, I can do that. Here, this is good though to know. If you ever see a station, make sure you have on both sides so you can load on both sides if you need it. All right. And this one is the right way. So he's loading here. Sawmill 2 has 360 lumber. Now it's down to 300. He's loading up 2. They're both ready to go. Putting 2 trains here was fine. He's maxed out as well. The train, by the way, if you want to see another tip on how to make your life a little better, I think this one's, his name is Geronio, or Geronibro. Gerano. Go down here at the bottom. See how it says all? We clicked on the train. Click all. You can see all the cargo in the train and the bottom thing, instead of clicking on each individual piece. You can still see each individual piece, and that's very, very useful. But if you're like, what's on this train now that it's halfway through the network? Just click. It'll show you every bit of cargo. Let's take an example. I hope this is very useful to a lot of you. Look at this train over here. What is this? This is the potato train, I think. It's got 100 potatoes, okay? I'm also going to show you real quick how to do an upgrade, and I think this is important. So we're going to let this train right here. We're going to follow it. We're going to go into we're going to upgrade it as soon as it gets to the station. He's going to go to the town. Now look, before we hit, this is a fact, we have no potatoes. There's not a single bit of potatoes in this entire town. This potato part is empty too. He brings in 100. The potatoes come in. They immediately get destroyed for supply. Zip. And he leaves. Now he's leaving completely empty. And already we're down to 74 potatoes, meaning we have too few. So how do you fix that? You upgrade the train. Upgrading the train is not something that the developer, it's not a knock. I don't think it works the way he intended in terms of like how players look at it. As gamers, we don't understand some of this stuff. And I admit I don't. I played it. I was like, what the hell? How does this work? So here's how you do it. You go down here to the train. You've selected your train. You go to this button right here called Edit Train. You then go Send Train to Depot, not Upgrade. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong. But we're going to fix this beforehand. We're going to go Control T. We're going to make a new preset before we upgrade the train. I think we can do it in the field. I'm going to test it with you live. Well, live as it can be. So the next one is we're going to go create a new preset. We're going to call this what is this called? 4-box wagon Tier 1 train. Tier 1T. The reason I'm doing Tier 1, here's the one thing I didn't tell you about the ST10 versus the ST20. If you look down there, the ST10 has an upkeep of 10 at the very bottom. You can see that. You're very smart. It has 4 per second coal usage. The one below it uses 5 coal a second and is double the upkeep for the engine. This is a very short line for the potatoes. Everyone gets new engines and new components and new trucks and ships and airplanes and games, and really upgrades to the highest tier, not realizing the upkeep has been purposely made really high to screw you over. Short little lines with sidings that are very close do not need the best trains. If they're going to be in the way, I can understand that, but usually they're not for any game. Hope it helps you out and saves you some time and some heartache. So we're going to go for an ST10. We're going to go for a tender. And then we're going to go for 4 box wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go not build it. We're just going to keep it there. All right. Now, since it's there, we let it go. That technically is a preset that is saved, even though we're not saving anything on the screen going save build, which really threw me for a loop. Like usually there's a confirm button. The only thing we have is hold control to duplicate current preset. We also have copy train, which I think is just to build the next one. And then we have remove presets. We're going to leave this here and we're going to let it go. We're then going to go back to this train and we're going to hit this key and we're going to hit the upgrade button. And then we're going to go here to the new preset, which is at the bottom, and we're going to scroll down to it and we're going to select it and we're going to click confirm. Now watch what happens when we hit confirm. The train disappears. Now, if you don't know that, it goes into the depot. I was very confused about that. It doesn't tell me it goes to the depot. It just went to the depot. And I'm not sure what's going to happen when you have multiple depots. Who knows? Let's go find out. So you look up here and it comes right back out. It has what it needs and it's perfectly fine. I'm going to make a little video about some of the things that I've found that'll save a lot of you a bunch of time. I know someone might steal the idea. I don't care. I'm not the best editor. I'll try my best. I still don't even know how to do overlays and put text on screen yet. I'm doing my best to make it a good time for all of you. Remember, I'm an older guy. In high school, I was taught like, hey, here's raw HTML. You'll need this to build your MySpace page. And I'm like, what? Or back then it was GeoCities. You guys in classes now are taught, hey, by the way, here's how you do like actual Adobe and useful things. And we're like, can I have had that? Oh, it didn't exist back then? Great. Not a complaint, just, you know. Okay, so that one's moving the potatoes up there. We don't have access to the quarry. The quarry, let's go see our stone production. Like right now, at the Motorcycle Club, there's 200 stone. The cut stone, the reason there's 200 stone, there's nowhere to store it here. So we're going to go down here a minute. Now, remember what I said about upkeep costs being a pain in the butt? Look right below, right here. As you can see, build cost 200 stone, cut stone, and $5,000. Oh no! Look above my head, right? Sorry, right there. We have $280,000 with a cap of like 300K. It doesn't matter. The money can't be held past 300K. We lose it, so we might as well use it. However, this has a 250 per minute upkeep of cash. It also costs cut stone. I hit this today on stream where I thought everything was fine, and I ran out of coal, which spiraled across my empire, and suddenly there was no fuel. Trains started slowing down, which slowed up trains behind them, which that meant people weren't going to work at the potato farm, and they weren't going to deliver the potatoes, which then meant people started starving. They started taking longer to rest, and the whole system ground to a halt, and we almost lost the whole map. I didn't know that was a thing. So, yeah. Okay, we're gonna build one small storage right here. Remember, storages have to be placed where they're gray to actually go in. So we're gonna go like right here behind it. I think that's a good spot. We already have the station, we have the warehouse and that. Now this one automatically links, and the warehouse will now have more. Now we can make this a little easier on ourselves, and I think it's about time to. I don't know how the next part is going to work, so I'm going to test it with you. I'm going to try to copy this and see if it works. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's find out. We're going to take the blueprint key, and we're going to grab this part right here. We're not going to grab the station. We're just going to grab these parts right here. And that's going to bring that whole piece down here. Then we're going to come down here. We're going to flip it like this. And it's not ideal, but it gives you a majority of what you're looking for. And I think on here, there are some signals on there. It's a little too big. It's a little too big. So, let that one go. Do we have anywhere else? Oops. That's Shift D and Shift A to make that flip around. I could go up here to the sawmill. That might be a better one. I think it's out of my own morbid, I think I can do better, quicker type deal. We're going to try to build this up and not use a bunch of stuff. We're going to put the two lines right here, like this. Skadoosh. The next one will go here. Skadoosh. There you go. And then we're going to make the lines go up. We're going to delete this one signal out of our way. We're going to let this guy go past. That way he's not in our way. We're going to go like this. Tie like this. This was wrong, actually. Ah, crap. I think you get most of it back when you do this, by the way. Let's see if we can do it this way. Yeah, there you go. So it's like that. That's a little siding. Remember, this train here, I could make this longer, and I think I'm going to, realizing what I've seen earlier today. I don't like how that's looking. So the reason I'm going to push it back, the train here starts unloading right there. So trains can't sit here on the halfway. They're going to get in each other's way. So my intention is to make sure they don't get in each other's way by making the thing longer, since we're out in the middle of the boonies, and hopefully it won't be annoying. Like that. Like that. And then remember, into it, we need that. This is a chain, of course. You all know this. I've said this multiple times. I hope I'm annoying you with it. I hope you're like, I know all about chains, man. You said always into the friggin' switches. You do the chain on the way out. You don't need it. I remember. And some of you are going to sit there and go, when your game go, dude, I wonder if I need a chain here. Well, obviously, oh. Yeah. Hopefully I earned some of you going, I should subscribe to this guy. At least he gives a little bit of info despite being so freaking Looney Tunes freaking crazy. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, one there, one there, one there. We got 3 of those. We're going to do it again, though, up here where this signal is. Same thing. That way these lines are now able to hold almost our longest, I think our longest engines, while these ones are unloaded. So we're going to have the train actually stop here, here, and here. And we're going to remove, I don't know why there's a signal here, actually. I actually don't know. Remove this signal here. Now this should do it. Where over here we do need, again, more signals. So we're going to need chains. Bye-bye. Love me some chains, baby. And why is that facing that way? Okay, and then out, it doesn't need it. Okay, that should work. Let's see what happens. The next engine comes in right behind it. Since it doesn't need to go to the other part, they're there. But we also have to make the station longer because I hate forgetting what I did. We'll go like that. And then now engines can use the other side too. See, new engine comes in right away. Unloads before this one's even ready to go. The warehouse gets a shit ton of that stuff. And we're all good. The wood per minute 300 will happen very quickly at that current rate. And they didn't get in each other's way. Nice. Next step. Now, produce wood a minute 320. Reach population of laborers. Oh yeah, we should do that. So why this is getting bad. This is getting really bad. This is not good. This is asking for issues. Like they're going to try to figure out which one goes in first. And it is good. It'll get rid of it very quickly. I'm happy with how this is set up, but it's going to back up very quickly if we add any more to it. I'm not going to try to add anything back there. I'm going to try to put it this way and put it over this way. Now, we need more laborers. So let's go over and build another station. And we're going to copy a station to make our life a little easier. We're going to go to this one. And I don't like that one. That one looks good. We're going to go to our little blueprint friend. Yep, you know it. We're going to go to our buddy, boop, Mr. Blueprint. We're going to go back here. Right about, we're going to go back to this tile. We're going to copy all of this. And there's a reason I'm grabbing the switches too. We're going to grab this. We're going to go up here. Now look, it's almost perfect. It's all set up. We don't have to do any work. All we have to do is adjust the ends a tiny little bit. Now we can move it in closer, and I think that's a good thing. The closer we are over here, the more we should do. But this one doesn't have much of a distance to get here. I wish there was a measuring tool or some kind of indication of where I would need to put the station, but I think here's okay. I'm going to cinch it, snug it right there. That way it's... I don't know if I like this, actually. Here's why. Well, there's no room for overages. Actually, we can move the... Now, we can put that there. So that's station 7. It's not connected. We can move this line to make sure there is overages capability over here, and this line goes this way. And that way we're not having... Because the worst thing you can do, from what I can tell, is you can try to make it back up extra engines here, which will make this line even slower. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to make the line go over and up, and that way, with the right kind of signaling, it should go, hey, there's stuff in the way. You shouldn't be here. And I'm hoping that's a good idea. And one thing you should also realize, I did test this today on stream. You cannot do diagonal stations. And that's currently how it is. Even though you take the engine piece or the station piece, this piece right here, and take it and go like boom, 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 it won't work. You have to do other horizontal or that either one of that way. You cannot do diagonals. I was hoping you could, but I mean, what the hell is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where did that came up? Tab? No? I hit something. There you go. It's a tilde. So it's the command line stuff in case you want to put stuff in there. So we're going to move this over. This engine's fine. Remember, nothing has to be paused right now as we move this around. What other problems do we have before I start working on this? Not enough workers. Station is missing a connection. No station in range. The inhabitants are unhappy. Oh, because they can't get stuff. We're going to move these people by going like this. Boom, boom, boom. Those three, we're going to move over here to 1, 2, and here. I think there'll be enough. That way they just basically move and you don't lose anything. So that took care of that. So let's move this quick. Because, I mean, you can see it's moving pretty decently. But getting them out of the way will help a ton. And yeah, it's money. But remember, we're almost at our cap at 280,000. So let's go up here. We're going to go like this. And we're going to go a little bit eastward. Or I guess in this case, northeast. We're going to try to get out of the way. So we're taking traffic in advance off of our network. Oops. So we're not having a big issue. Because you know it's going to be an issue later on. And if you don't know it's going to be an issue, it's going to be an issue. I'm purposely going to pull down a little bit here and try to connect to this like that. Because right now, this will be an issue here. I know it will be. and I'm trying to think how to solve it. Multiple lines in would help that. That's all I can think of. I can't think of another way. The other way to do it would be to not overload this rail and maybe go up here, because not everything has to go to the MC. But I'm trying to think, these engines come up here. Yeah, because some of them are coming this way up just to go around and go back up here, which is no, they're not, because they're going this way. So this sawmill stuff doesn't go up there ever. So what does go up there? Coaling does. Okay. Oh, we need to move coal too. All right, let's go fix all this first. I just realized we have 14 things we have to do quick, and we already got 40 minutes in the video. So in, chains, out. Yep, non-chain. I know, you know it. You're smart. I can tell. I can see you. I can see you right now. There you go. Okay, we're gonna go. No. Cancel. We're gonna put the next signal right about there. Then we're gonna back it up and have that kind of space in between, because we're gonna have some long engines coming from there. So that's all covered now. Now down here, it does have to be modified. That's okay. Oop. And we're gonna modify this, and we're gonna modify this. In is a chain, out are two non-chains. Boop. This makes them very small. And I think that's good, because that way when they leave, as soon as they're out, the back ass end of the train is out on either side, this opens up and they say, okay, go ahead. If it's really long, like all the way up here, until your train's all the way up there, it doesn't move anymore. That's kind of annoying. It's not efficient. I can already tell some of my people watch my channel normally are like, you efficient? I try to be. I just usually can't because we're being chuckle F's in channel. Okay, so that's all done there. That means that road is now out of the way a little bit. I want to move this road, or road, I call it roads. We're going to move down like this. And we're going to make a little siding. I told you there was a reason we were going to do this. We're going to go like this. Come here. We're going to make this thing go like this. And the reason we're doing this way instead of doing an angle, later on when we get stone, which I think we can do now, actually. Yeah, we can do it right now. Let's do the bridge because why not? We have the money, we have the stone. There's no reason to hold on to it. You have limits in this game, as you know, right? Right up here, we can only hold so much stone. Capacity is 550. If not, your engines will keep going through the network with that extra stone going, hey, I have nowhere to drop this off. What do I do with it? And you're like, use it. Don't hoard it like I've been doing. And this will help solve a lot of the issues. So that's there. Now this one, actually what we could have done is go, well, I guess we can still do it. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna make it a little easier on ourselves. We're gonna go like that. We're gonna give ourselves another signal, and we're gonna go out. Yep, you got it. Chain in. Normal out. We're going to go like this. I'm going to make the spacing. I think that's pretty good. More than enough. Now, you might be like, why did you go all the way down here and tie into that when you have this line already? Because this line already, I don't want to use as heavily as it's going to be used. Like, there's a line up here, too. This one's going away. I could leave it there. It's not the end of the world in case they want to, but I don't see a reason why this would be here. If they're coming from the warehouse, they're going to take this line first, and then this one up here, unless this one is overloaded. I'm not sure how they do that, actually. I'm not actually sure how they prioritize which siding and which routes to take. I really wish there was a way to say so, but all I can think of is put another dead station on the route that doesn't have anything and say, go to that waypoint, which doesn't exist yet in game. No idea. All right, so now that we got this here, we can get rid of this. So we're going to go get rid of this entire line, and there's for reasons, because I want to make sure it works right. I don't want to get rid of that, actually. I want to get rid of some of it. That's better. Now, why? Because sometimes they're going to go over here. Actually, we can get rid of this. And guess what? It's time for another bridge. Who doesn't want bridges? Yay, bridges! Bridges! That we don't need signals anymore. Oh, that's nice, man. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're going to have someone go up here, and we're going to move the lines. I could use them. I'm trying to think how to do this. I'm just going to delete it and not care too much, because, remember, this is a demo, basically. Not a demo, it's a, what do you call it? An early access type thing, and no one's going to care about this after the game comes out, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I want to make it perfect, but it doesn't have to be. So we go like that, and then from here, we're also going to move this one back. Whoop. So they're going to go up there. And I want to make sure there's a large amount of space. Why is that backwards? Oh my God. At least I noticed it. At least I noticed it. This one, these signals are all wrong. Thank God there's a signal remove button. I didn't realize that was that way. Woof, that would have sucked. In goes chain. Out goes the normal. Boop, boop, and boop. That's a very small station, actually. It might be okay to let them do this, because if they're no longer going to sit on top of this rail, they can back up a little bit. I'm just afraid what's going to happen when this happens. They're going to go, hey, I can't get here. Maybe I should make this longer. I know it's going to be an issue. I already know it's going to be an issue. Especially when we start moving all that cargo and people through. So I'll go like this. Go like that. I'll chain in. Chain in. Why is that like that? Wow, I did a lot of wrong ones, apparently. No, I was wrong. I was right the first time. So put that over here. That's a chain in. That's an out. And yeah, I said I got to move it out, and I'm right. Move this one down. You can do all this yourself. You're more than welcome to be more efficient than me and be more perfect than me. And I grab it. I fully get it. I'm happy for a lot of you to do that. I don't mind. I'm not trying to be Mr. Perfect. I wish I was. And I can be if I try really hard. But usually I just don't. Because from what I can tell, that whole piece is going to be chained to that piece. And I think it should be. I'm not good at showing people the most technical stuff, because I'll never think in the way some of you do because of some things. And I want to, I really do, but I just can't. So I am more of a man who likes to show people really cool games, dive in for 20 to 60 to 80 to 100 hours, mid-range, I call it mid-range, and then I move on to the next game and have fun. And some people I want to become an expert and have 4,000 or 5,000 hours. I've done that 3 times in my life. I don't want to do that again. I have 11,000 hours in EVE Online. I have 6,000 hours in 7 Days to Die. I have another 2,000 in WoW. I don't ever want to go back to that kind of lifestyle. It sucked. It was good at the time, and it sucked later on. So that right there should be pretty good. We do need a signal over there. We need this one. I think we're going to make another... See, this right here, I think it's okay to be left like this. Okay? I think that's okay. Why? Because if they get backed up, they can go here all the way down this train. When they go this way, this train's going to come up here and go, hey, this line's stopped. I'm going to go this way over to here. That's why that exists. Okay? Now, this one doesn't really have to go much else. Station 1. We're going to go here. I think we need another village center. But if we do, we might expend a lot. Who knows? Small? No. Where is it? Is it here? I don't know if we need this or not. Village Hall? Yeah, put that there. Pimple. It's called Pimple. Now, we're going to call this, what are we going to call this? We'll call this the gas station. No, that's stupid. I don't know biker culture enough to figure out what this is going to be called. We'll call this the, what do we call it? I mean, we got the biker bar. The biker bar. Okay. Not a biker. We go like this. We go around. Like that. There we go. I know there should be some other stuff up there. I just don't know what. And we're going to go connect this to get some more houses all put together. There we go. Almost like I planned it. Pro tip, I didn't. And we're going to put in a little bit of stuff here. Get some houses in connected. Be a little happier. Boom, boom, boom. I think we can, right off the bat, I think we're allowed. No, we have to get more people here. I remember now. Each town operates like its own independent entity, and it will screw you the hell up. I know it will. It screws me up. I'm going to leave this part alone because there's going to be a church right here if I can do it. I'm going to put them over here. Like that. There you go. Connect the buildings in. Skadoosh. We're going to leave these open for more decorations. We're going to back up a little bit, like probably that a bunch of units. Oh, we can't. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it is. We can go like this. The reason I'm leaving the space here is for a church, which they actually want. Go like that, go like that. Leave some more space over there. That should count. You don't count because it's a different road? Oh, that's BS. You have to go to the other one? Okay, you go to this. You trash that and that. You make the road go this way. Wow, town's being mixed. I didn't know they can do that. Back up another 2. Like this. Put another road in like that. Put it like this. Guess what we're coming to? Yep, we're going to come get some... Yep, there's the fishing. I don't like how it does what it does. Like, towns being mixed because of this kind of screw things up. It's not the end of the world. It's just annoying is all. And I'm kind of wondering if they have to have road access. They probably do. Let's put one here. Put another one here. Put another one here. That should take care of it. Everyone has water now. No, they don't. I always hate that. I forget about it. Every time. All right, so that goes that way. He still doesn't have water because he hates life. Go there. We're gonna put some fish. Fish. Road for fish? Oh, god damn it. I wish there was a move button. I really do sometimes. I really do. It would help things so much. Like that. Like that. And now we need storage. Small storage. One there. One here. That's more than enough. You don't need a lot of storage. I see people build a lot of storage. You don't need that much. This will grow very quickly in the biker bar. It's connected. It's not connected there. Let's go back over to this. I know I'm kind of like moving around really crazily, but I'm trying to show you guys a lot of different items that you'd want to see. Not just, oh, here's the most amazing things that are just the most common bullshit in every game if you actually pay attention. Let's make the signals. 1, 2, 3. Out is one more. Skadoosh, doosh, 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 doosh. Okay, good. So that'll be fine. And we're going to connect the biker bar really quick. Why are you pissed off? You're still pissed off. Why? You don't have access to what? Oh, because I think I cut this road up here. It doesn't count. This is a road. This is anymore. No road. Structure needs connecting road. God damn it. We're going to get rid of a few of these and this. This guy, for some reason, because of this road, he can't get up there. So we're going to go delete a few buildings. Because of this. Oh, I see. We'll delete that. Take our road from this town. I don't like how this has to do this. I don't, but I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just the way it is. And your count is water that way, and we'll put you over here, and you're all happy, and you're missing what? Market not in range. Where's the market? It's over there. So the only way for him to get to the market is go all the way down here, and I cut the road here. He can't get there anymore. So we'll put another market over here. Because why not? Hey, everyone wants a friggin' market. Yay, the market. There you go. Not enough workers. The coal mine up there, I'm going to have to delete that thing or connect the back end of it. So, well done. Trains doing their thing. I like it. I'm loving how much we're getting. Our production's kind of low. Yeah. Train has still reached its destination. Oh, that's good. That's good. Where were you going? Cut stone from MC to warehouse. Okay. So, yeah. Well, that's why you don't leave little shunts off there. I was afraid of that. We'll go like this. We'll connect her in. Oh, man. We're one over. God damn it. I love being one over and I can't move it. There you go. Yeah, that matters. It matters. Don't tell me some of you wouldn't fix that. You're like, yeah, I'd fix it. Yeah, exactly. I thought so. And yeah. Are you good? Can you not get up there? Wait a minute. Did I put the signals the wrong way? Up, up. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, bitch. There it is. Yep. So I think if I go to the cuts, this MC up here, he might even drop it off here. Nope, I'm wrong. Oh, it's the wrong place to be assigned. Okay, so not enough work. Yeah. You'll get workers in a second. So we're pretty much at the end of the video here. If you liked what you saw today, do me a favor. If you want more of these videos, the more people that mash the subscribe button, the more times I will make more videos. Now we'll go to the final thoughts about the video and what we're experiencing in the game, because I want to keep going and I want to keep doing more. The game is very good. I've been playing and playing and playing and playing. I've got probably 13 hours now in the game, 12, 13 hours. I'm having a blast. I'm going to let this kind of run around while we're doing this as we follow some stuff. Let's go to... Who can we go to? We have to make a shunt up here, by the way. We're going to go follow this guy, this train while we're talking. So, you see he's backing up on other stuff. Is this all backed up? Yeah, kind of. So anyway, there's a lot of little features that should be explained a little more, not in a bad way. That's not a knock. It's just like there's a lot of stuff the developer probably had too much to finish, and he didn't get to like a tooltip popping up, a tutorial saying here's how you upgrade a train, or here's how you connect this building to that. And I would say that if you buy the game, you might want to go to every little menu you can and at least scroll over every button. I forget to do that a lot myself. I'm someone who, if it's not broke, don't fix it type person, and that's not always the best way to do it. So with that kind of mentality, if you're willing to monkey around in the menus a little bit, you will do quite well. I will do it for you a little bit with some of the stuff Chat and I have found over the last couple of days or weeks with the demo to this. It's all pretty similar about how things work, what I wish you had known beforehand. I'm saying this towards the end of the video because most people already bailed out when I said I'm going to get going, and that way you yourself will have a little bit of a leg up on people, and you can put more stuff out there, just like the people who play the demo or the tutorial will have more knowledge than someone who's just going blind going, what do I do? You're going to know, you're going to be better, and you're going to do really well. So, hey, if you like it, thank you so much. The next video will be out here probably, if you like this one, within an hour or two. Yeah, I'm doing kind of heavy for the next couple of days because not many people are doing content for this. There are people that are doing YouTube, live streams, and they're good, and I have no problem with that. It's just, and I did it myself, but sometimes you want to be able to see it and pause it and rewind, all kinds of stuff, okay? Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video, and have a wonderful next couple hours till I see you hopefully again. Bye.